All right, so this is a trade journal for April the 7th. Today I had some small insignificant trades on SBFM, which turned out to a net positive, negligible, like 150 bucks or something. And then MNTS unfortunately took a bigger than expected loss. I definitely overtraded the stock. Last 2 days I've noticed I'm slipping into kind of more unplanned trading, I guess emotional trading, or just trying to get my money back trading. Going in tomorrow, there are some very nice plays setting up. I will be focused on just sticking to the big picture play and being very cautious with my entries. I should never have more than 2 attempts because after that it just tends to turn out poorly. So we'll look at the 2 stocks I traded today. The first one was this multi-day runner, SBFM, which is really setting up quite nicely now. But let's just look at the daily. On a different platform, it would be 3 green candles. On IB here, it has this less sexy looking chart, but it's still pretty extended. When you look at the 3-day, like 15 or 30 minutes, it doesn't look that good yesterday and the day before. I had a massive move, and then it just got right in this little range here. And this is very unsexy to me in terms of shorting because everything's too close. 530 to 680 is not a massive range. And then the next day, it was the day I got into trouble. I shorted it down here, and I thought I would risk off the 620s, and I might get the full collapse to 4s, but it did not work. And then I got a little stubborn up in this spike, and I took about a $1,000 loss. Up until that day, I was up 500, so now I'm down 500 on the week at this point. And then this was today, so I was risking based off of the high of day set yesterday. Let's look a little closer. And I took 500 here, and my plan was to add once it got up closer to the yesterday's ceiling. I was actually teaching a class at this point, so I did see this, but I didn't jump in because I was busy. And I just decided to cover down here because it wasn't breaking down, which was a great play. Then I tried it again over here, got chopped up a bit, and then I shorted one more time up here, risking off the rejection here, and then I covered. And that was where I just decided, you know what, this isn't breaking down, I'm not going to try this anymore. And that was the right thing to do. So I was okay with that. I understood it wasn't necessarily going to break down. I thought I'd give it a shot, didn't work. So that was small size, no harm, no foul. This stock, on the other hand, I'm disappointed in because the initial idea was okay. I was trading it as a gap up short. It gapped up more about 50%. Then it had this broken chart look where it had a massive push, broke, and it came down here. And this is fair to short into the 440s, and then, I mean, that would have been a perfect 10%. I got in a little early, so I didn't add. And then when it failed to break down for 420s, I should have just quit. Packed it up for the day. But then there was a nasty swipe, and then I had a $300 loss, and I fought it for a while, made nothing back, added another 100 in losses. So that was the day. I'm down about 1,000 this month, which is not a huge deal. I do not feel upset. I don't feel like I need to get my money back tomorrow. However, I am very interested in trading SBFM. I think most days I would think this is the day it has to die. I don't think that. I think it could go another day. However, I do want to be ready if it does decide to die. And for me, the play would be some kind of big gap down to like 10s in the morning or even more, and then push into 12 for the fail. I don't think that's likely to happen. I think we may go higher. This stock had resistance up on this day. You don't see it on the chart, but it goes up to 9 something. But all the volume was lower in the 520s or 530s. I'm not surprised it's gone over here, and now it's pretty much into this chart, at least a blue skies breakout, and I can go further, and that's what I'm hoping for. So I'll be ready to trade tomorrow. I'll be cautious, and I'm going to be aware that it could break through here. For me, definitive backside would be if it had a big slam down here, let's say 10s or 950s, and then some kind of ultimately rejected 11, then I would consider that confirmed backside, and I would price in. Other than that, I'm going to be very cautious, and I'm excited to see how this turns out in the morning.